And when this is possible, it's not an if, it's just a when it's possible, then the world will be a very different place. So how are we doing this? Well, I'm very fortunate that while I'm on the road with Serena, I have a very dedicated team of about 20 young scientists who are working every day, literally every day of the week, to make this possible. So I do want to give them credit. And what they're doing is they've developed ways to measure aging in a dish. Okay? And now we can look not just at one gene or one chemical, we can look at thousands, and with AI, millions, even billions of molecules, and see which ones can reverse aging. And last year we published a paper that identified the first chemicals that can reverse aging in cells safely. And we're looking for even better ones. And so what the future looks like, in my view, and this is an image from the paper that we published, in my view, it will be possible one day to take a pill and reverse the age of the body. I don't know if it's going to be in 2 years or in 20 years. I don't know.
2 years or 20 years.
We're also looking at reversing aging of the brain, because there's no point being young if you don't have your mind and your memory. And so a student actually is a postdoc who just left the lab. His name is Xiao Tian. He now works in San Diego in his own lab. What we're going to publish, so you're hearing it before it's published, what we're showing is that you can use the same genes to turn on in the brain and make a mouse's brain much younger. And when we do that, the mouse gets its memory back, meaning it can learn again. But we also see that memories that were lost come back again. So lost memories can also be reversed by this technology.
Great.
So, yeah, I want to be there the day that the first person is treated, and hopefully they recognize their family again. So we're also growing brains in the lab because it's quicker to treat dish-grown brains than actual humans. And these are examples of that. You can see on the left on this slide are little human brains we grow. We're the only lab in the world that can drive aging forwards and backwards. We can make these brains get 70 years old in a week, and then we can reverse that. And these brains get their activity, electrical activity, back again. And we're using this as a model for Alzheimer's disease and dementia. On the right-hand side, these are electrodes where we measure the activity of the brains. So yeah, just to sum up this part of the talk, this isn't just about molecules and cells, it's about families. It's about keeping our loved ones healthy and alive and productive and less cost to society, and really just trying to reimagine the future, because for too long we've just accepted aging as something that is inevitable and we shouldn't do anything about it. But I think all of you will agree with me now that aging is something that is not acceptable. It doesn't have to be acceptable, and we can already do something about it.
Yes.
So I want to just quickly share with you some insights. What can you do now? So these are the things that I do, and a lot of this is also what Serena does as well. So we typically try not to eat all the time. We think 3 big meals a day is too much food. And I try to skip at least 1 meal a day. I think if I ate all the time, I'd probably be very heavy. What we're trying to do as a theme is to make the body feel under adversity. So adversity is a threat of dying. And so when you don't eat, and if you have to run, or if you don't get enough amino acids or less amino acids, it actually makes the body turn on its survival genes, like the sirtuins, and raise NAD levels. So moving and stretching is important. Because Serena and I are on the road for most of the year, we definitely don't do enough exercise. But this is, what is recommended, though, is at least 3 times a week, do some aerobic exercise and lift some weights. And she and I used to do a lot more of that before we were living on planes and hotels, but please do that, because if you look at my father, he does this and it's paying off greatly. So have your body in adversity mode, as I mentioned. Try to get the amount of sleep that you need. Now, for Serena and me, we can get by with less sleep because we've optimized our sleep. We get very deep sleep. Serena's, you get about 3 hours of deep sleep out of 5 per night, maybe. Two and a bit. So she's optimized her sleep. But some people need 6, some people need 8 hours. You'll find out. But if you don't drink alcohol and you take